Is when the guy spits the tobacco, the guy looks at him. Let me look back and forth. I mean, that's hilarious.
On May 9th, 2013, at the Community-Wise Resource Centre in downtown Calgary, CSIF, the Calgary Society of Independent Filmmakers, held a special screening of 8 films and had a frank and open discussion with 7 of the 8 directors. But what is the Calgary Society of Independent Filmmakers?
We are a non-profit organization that helps filmmakers achieve their goals. So we have things like workshops, equipment rentals at a discounted rate. We have facilities for filmmakers to use. And we also do programming, which is what I do. We do year-round programming, and we also have a film festival every year. Tonight is On Location. It's a members screening and directors talk. So it's a great way for filmmakers that are working on projects that they've recently finished and that are members of CSIF to show it to the public, get feedback, have good conversation, kind of like a networking event, but also a good way to just get your film out there.
As I said at the beginning, I think everyone here is prepped for your comments as to what worked in these movies. What did you like about them?
I thought you had a really great visual style, and that comes clear like right away from even just like those credits at the beginning. They're simple. Well, they're probably not as simple as they look. They look really simple and they look great. And just yeah, they use the slow-mo and everything. I thought was really cool. I'm not sure I understood it until you explained it, but I found myself guessing a lot at trying to figure out what was going on, so I was interested.
On my shoulder and take me to where I was born. Leave me there, just a while, long enough until I'm old. Catch me now, like you've never seen.
My short film, I Love You Isabel, is primarily based on my childhood, growing up with domestic violence, and I wanted to tell a story where sometimes when parents are wrapped up in their, engulfed in their own world and not really focusing on the better, bigger picture, they can get lost in their ways and just, stuck to routine and forget to really how to be a loving family. And of course, I had a close friend of mine, Jay Leppy, who passed away, and as much as it was sad in his passing, it was very inspiring to also see, not sure if that's a good or bad thing, to see how people change when a loved one passes away. And it's kind of unfortunate that people change after that moment.
Build a wall, make a shelter, block the winter and the cold.
Of course, this is my first film. Never going into school before other than just loving film. The biggest challenge, of course, is finances, like anyone. I was impatient to get any grants, so I just gathered $7,000 of my own money and see what I could come out of that. I had some great, amazing help on crew and cast, all volunteer work, as well as great actors, and we also produced our own music for the film. Jocelyn Alice was the vocals for it, and Joanna Bormeo, the music composer. So I wanted everything original produced in Calgary.
That all of your heavy heart secured, even though you know the silent road traveled with the wild.
Feedback is huge, and as much as it was great hearing positive feedback, to me, I actually want to hear the bad feedback, because that's something I want to hear, because that's how I'm going to learn. It's nice to hear, oh, you did a great job, which is, tremendously grateful, but really it's you should have tried this, or I didn't like that. I want to hear people's feedback, because you can't make a film that will make everyone happy. So definitely negative feedback is something I yearn for a lot more.
My name is Estabrooks. I did a film called Itchy the Blind Gunman. It's pretty much about a blind gunman. Tom's kicks ass. It's good. Mosquitoes were horrible. Like literally they were terrible. Location, we had a really small crew, no money, and yeah, we just tried to do as best we could. So, you know, this was one of the better screens I've had. I haven't screened Itchy very much to a lot of audiences. So actually screening it here and just hearing people's feedback was great. And the best thing about sitting in a room full of filmmakers is that everyone has something to say. Normally you do Q&As and there's like 3 people with questions. There were a lot of questions and a lot of compliments, and yeah, I'm really appreciative for the whole experience.
Oh, my film that I showed tonight was Black Hills. It's a Western about 2 outlaws anxiously awaiting their mysterious employer who's picking up a very cryptic package.
I can guarantee you this is gonna haunt you, Adam. Of course, you don't got much choice in the matter now, do you?
Well, I have a core group of people that I like to send my stuff to, whose feedback I trust. The thing is that you want as honest feedback as possible, but you kind of want it from people who know you and your previous work, so that they don't strike a nerve. Like I find I'm a fragile man, and if I get a certain note from a stranger, it can put me in a deep depression for a few days.
Background story, the information you fit in within like the first 20 seconds of the movie, just in that dream sequence. I was like, you immediately knew what was driving the younger character, I forget his name.
Cool.
Yeah, it totally, like, it totally connected, and
cool.
Was
Thanks, man.
like you understood where his motivations were as soon as you got it. So good job on it.
Yeah, I think we crammed too much movie into there. So yeah, that's my biggest regret.
Amazing what a man can get used to. You'll see.
Now this is what it's all about, isn't it? Now we all want the house on the hill with a beautiful view, but few of us ever realize that. We make excuses for mediocrity, live in fantasy lands. You see, long ago, before man could traverse the sea, he was frustrated by his limitations. And this caused man to find a new way.
A Man at Sea is kind of about the pursuit of happiness, and how we can, if we emphasize too much on our dreams without actually taking action, making goals in real life, we can lose sight of our family, our friends, our relationships, just our well-being. And it's kind of a black comedy about how a man kind of has these schizophrenic fever dreams about a dream that he just can't let go of. And over the span of like 7 years, he just kind of figures out where's my life headed, because he just keeps focusing on the dream opposed to what really matters in his life. I pretty much finished the film in October, like 95% done, but I wrote and directed this, and I'm an idiot for writing a dream sequence in a boat. So I gotta get that done, and that's a logistical nightmare. So that's kind of where this second half comes in. So this trailer was kind of just like I guess a tone poem kind of thing to kind of tease you, and then so I'm trying to get some financing. I have like an Indiegogo page up right now.
Just a teaser?
Yeah, this is just a teaser for that. I hate like trailers that give you that whole 3-act structure. You know, like the Joe agrees, like they give you the entire movie within 2 minutes. I was pretty much ripping off. I told my editor Sean Malofny, another state graduate, that I pretty much want to rip off the teasers for The Master, Paul Thomas Anderson. That's what I did. And so I don't want you to know what the hell's going on.
It didn't put me anywhere, it didn't take me anywhere.
Okay.
It didn't make me want to see more. There wasn't enough information in it, for me, just my own opinion. I would believe we're actually telling much more of the story in the trailer, as opposed to just setting the tone of the movie.
I'm a sucker for ambiguity, what can I say? Writing and directing just comes very easily, but the biggest change was, or difficulty was locations. Honestly, like I say, is you gotta pay for every single location, because the one location I paid for, we had carte blanche, and I shot a lot of like in restaurants like a Waves Coffee House and other places, and you're just kind of beholden to their standard.
There's something out there for all of us. All of us who weren't at that age.
You don't even have a boat, which means you haven't earned anything.